made the sun, the moon, and the stars.
And then she created earth and everything upon earth.
Then she made man, who wondered about all these things. I think the sun and the moon used to walk together. Then one day, during their long journey across the sky, the moon slipped and fell. The sun wouldn't wait. He went on ahead, and the moon is still hoping to catch up with him. I think the moon is a big white cat, and she's chasing little mice of the night.
Thunder! When the gods are angry, they take a stone and roll it across the floors of the heavens. They roll the stone across the floors that go from north to south across the skies. They roll the stone across the floors that go from east to west across the skies. And we say it's thunder.
Thunder is a great dragon who swims through the water and flies through the air. The dragon holds two huge stones. He lifts the stones, and when he strikes them together, the lightning flashes and the thunder roars. The dragon chases the spirits of evil. The spirits of evil hide in the trees, and the dragon slays them.
Winds! High in the air. Winds are made by eagles, flapping their wings.
When the gods are sad, they sigh and create the wind. Beginning, there was nothing but a mound of earth.
And Creator walked up to the mound of earth and began to mold it.
And Creator began to shape animals and men from the clay. All four winds of the earth, I need your help. Help me bring my creatures to life. Blow. Creatures of earth, come alive. Open your eyes. Breathe. Live. Creatures all over the earth, stand tall. Oh, all of my creatures upon the earth, I have gifts for you. I have the sun and the moon to travel across the skies and light your way.
But Creator, the sun is too far away.
Then I must bring you near somehow. I know what we must do. My creatures, bring earth to me and pilot me with the sun.
Oh, look at the mountain way up there. The top goes right to the sky.
A long time ago, even before grandmothers and grandfathers were born, the sun and the moon used to shine together. They were brothers, and they lived in the village with their mother.
Today for my handsome sons, my elder son the moon, and my younger boy the sun, I will make a delicious feast. I have in my house a basket of red berries. I also have a basket of delicious brown nuts. And buried in the ground, I have saved some meat. Gone? Moon, come into the house.
Mother's calling.
Moon, my eldest son, I will speak to you and your younger brother, the son. Go and call him.
Younger brother, son, mother's calling for us. Hurry.
My sun is shining with splendid sun. Today I've made you a delicious feast, but I have no meat in the house. So you must go into the forest and catch it. Moon, take your younger brother, the sun, with you.
Come, younger brother, get our spears.
Moon,
What?
shouldn't we take twine to bind up the legs?
Well, I've already told you to bring along the twine. Younger brother, I've led the hunt so often. I don't need you this time. You lead it. You need the experience.
I'll try my best, Moon. Moon, we've hunted this part of the forest for a very long time. The game has become very scarce. Don't you think we should hunt over there?
We shall hunt where it's always hunted.
As you say, Moon.
Look, tracks leading that direction. We should hunt over there today.
Excellent idea, Moon. As the older brother, you should have the honor of the first kill.
No, I've done this too often. You need the experience. You go first.
I'll try my best, Moon.
Hi, got him.
Nice shot, Moon.
Tight your legs. Lift your spears to lift. My shoulder, little brother. You're gonna have to carry your end a little lower. Oh, we'll lower. We'll lower still. Ah. We're going in the wrong direction. Turn me around.
Moon, are you sure this is the right direction?
You turned me in the wrong direction. Turn around.
It was a very successful hunt that day. And on the way home, through the woods, they met a beautiful girl.
Is that yours?
I killed it.
We killed it together.
Would you like to touch it?
He's so big, huge. He's a monster. You must be very strong. And brave, too. Where are you taking him?
We're taking to our village back to our mother.
Then you have no wives?
No! Do you have a husband?
Oh, I live in the forest with my mother.
Then you can marry
You're
me.
one of us.
I am the older brother. I am brave and strong, and I come from a long line of hunters.
Well, I'm everything that my elder brother's from loyal to my family.
Well, I like you.
Ooh, you'll marry me.
And I like you.
Oh, ha, ha.
But Mother has always said that she would choose my husband for me. We'll come back tomorrow, and I promise I'll take you both to her. Goodbye.
The girls disappeared back into the woods, and the boys returned home.
What a magnificent feast! Brave son, stay yourself skinny. Tomorrow we'll cook you a delicious feast.
The sun will have to finish my work for me. I have to go back into the forest.
You have to...
Mother, we both have to go back to the forest.
I met a very beautiful girl in the forest today, and tomorrow she's going to take me to meet her mother. So we both have to go back to the forest.
But you can't both marry her.
Well, she decided to marry me tomorrow.
So mother's going to choose between us.
Oh, I see. Then tomorrow I will do your work for you. But first, come. The forest can be a very dangerous place. Protect each other.
Early the next morning, the boys set off on their way. But unbeknownst to them, the mother of the beautiful girl had set up terrible enchantments in the forest to test their bravery.
Oh, whoa, show, bah. Swords, rise, come very close together, point towards the hunters.
Look at all those sharp swords. That must be a whole grove of gleaming swords. How are we ever going to get through?
We just have to battle our way through. Come on.
All right, it's she, bah.
They're gone. They've disappeared. We've captured 2 of them. Look. One of those swords is for me, but I'll let you take care of them both. Where do you suppose they came from? I don't know. I've never seen them before. Well, watch out for the points. They're very sharp. Oh, very sharp. Look. Here, let me hold it, and be careful.
Ra, it's sea, two, shoe. You are a grove of dense and planted trees. Rise, come very close together. Don't let the hunters through.
Look at all those trees. They're so close together, I can't see any light between them. How are we ever going to get through? We'll just have to battle our way through again. Then we better start from over there. I have an idea. Oh, your ideas are always bad. Well, we can take this horse that we captured and we can chop down the whole forest. Here, hold this one. Oh, that's not gonna work. They aren't even sharp, remember? As you say, Moon. We'll just have to battle our way through. Wait, I have an idea. These new swords that I captured can cut through anything. We can use them to chop down the trees. As you say, Moon. Ready, sword, point, forward.
Rise, it too. Swords disappear.
They're gone. Disappeared. Nothing but dead trees now.
Trees disappear.
I'm absolutely dead. I can't go on without a drink of water. Well, there's a lake over there. We can get a drink at the lake. Wait a minute. I'm not sure I trust that lake. It might be another one of his tricks. It doesn't look like a trick. It looks like a lake. And it's cool. And clear. And thirsty. Come on, we'll drink some of it.
It's sea, two, root, shaw. Bones appear.
Oh, bones! Bones! Oh, bones! Did you see all those bones of dead people?
It's sea, shaw, ba. Bones disappear.
They gone? Yes, they're all gone.
Alright, it's sea, Tiru.
Oh, teeth! Teeth! Oh, teeth! Those teeth are gonna bite my head up! I'm going home!
Alright, it's sea, Tiru.
Fire! Smoke! No, you won't make me run away.
Son. Oh, son, I'm so proud of you. You stayed through all the tests, and you were so brave. You come with me now to meet my mother. Mother, this is son.
Oh, daughter, you have chosen a truly brave hunter, and he will be a strong and loving husband. Together. And so the son took his new bride back to his village.
Mother!
Son, you're safe. You're home.
Mother, I've brought my bride back from the forest.
Daughter.
He's back! It's fitting that the older brother should marry first, but my older brother, the moon, ran away. So I've taken her to be my bride.
No, stop fighting. There will be no fighting. Son has won his wife fairly. She may live with him in the village. There will be no more fighting. No longer will you shine together.
So it was that when the sun was home in the village with his wife, the moon rose from the sky. And when the moon had set, the sun rose. The sun was very happy with his new wife and wanted to shine especially brightly for her. One day he noticed, fishing at a river nearby, a young boy wearing a brightly colored coat. If I answered his feathered cloak, I'd be more splendid than the moon.
Are you the sun? What are you doing so close to Earth?
I have something to ask of you.
What could you ask of me?
Give me your feather cloak, and I'll give you my goatskin blanket for it.
My grandmother made this feather cloak for me. I cannot give it to you.
But you can say the sun gave you this blanket. Does anybody else have blankets from the sun?
My grandmother made this feather cloak for me. No, my grandmother spent a long time making this feather cloak for me. And she spent even a long time in getting all the beautiful feathers for it.
But your grandmother could look up into the sky every day and say, I made a feather cloak for the sun.
Not even the chief of the village has a feather cloak like mine.
But does the sun come to bargain with the chief of your village?
Oh, you only have a goat skin.
But it's a magic blanket. Watch. I dip it into the water and it catches 2 fish.
It did. It caught 2 fish immediately.
Try.
And 2 more. And still 2 more. I don't know whether my grandmother liked this or not. She made the feather cloak for me.
But your grandmother would be the first one in the village to say, I made a feather cloak for the sun. She'll be proud.
I still don't know whether my grandmother will like this or not. But if I catch 2 fish every time I dip this blanket into the water, she won't punish me.
Now the sun was very proud of his new cloak. So proud that he didn't think of how hot his rays were becoming. Soon the earth grew hot. So very hot that all the birds and animals of the world began to groan and complain. Oh, it's so hot! So hot! Tiger cat, the most horribly hot. I can't stand the sun.
Huh, can't stand the sun.
I can't stand the sun either. The grass is so hot it's burning my feet. Miss Cow, is it hot where you are?
Can't stand the sun either.
I'm melting. All my muscles are gone. I hate the sun. Rooster, how are you?
Hates the sun.
I'm so hot, I feel like a roast chicken. I'm roasting. I'm broiling. I think the sun ought to be eliminated. That's what I think.
Eliminated?
Down with the sun! Down with the sun! Down with the sun! Down with the sun!
Silence! I've heard enough of your shouting. And if I hear any more, I would set and never rise again.
Down with the sun! Down with the sun! Down with the sun!
You've been warned. And I would set and never rise again.
Isn't it chilly? Why has it gotten so cold? I noticed a draft.
Where is it coming from?
Oh, what can we do? We better call a council meeting. It's cold! It's cold!
It's cold.
It's freezing!
What are we going to do?
What can we do?
We have to go see Sky Woman.
Follow me, I know the way.
I'm trembling to the ground. Freezing.
Bones are
cracking.
there yet?
We're here.
Sky Woman! Sky Woman! Sky Woman!
There she is.
What is it, creatures of the earth? What is it you want from me?
You tell me. Sky Woman, we have insulted the sun, and so we have set forever, and now we are freezing.
If you have insulted my son, you have learned what a very proud man he is. You will have to go back to him.
We can't do that.
Never go back!
You must find some way to reach him, and if the first way does not work, keep trying until you find the right way.
We'll all just freeze to death. Feel like an icicle. Wait a minute. Don't give up yet. I will save you all. You little screechy rooster. Well, you know, the sun was a friend of mine. We had many visits. I'll bet he'll come out if I ask him nicely. Rooster, you can't go see the sun. You're little and you're noisy and he won't listen to you. Now, I am big and I am strong and I am tough. I am the one who's going to see the sun. And when I get there, he will shine. You just stay there. Mr. Sun! Mr. Sun! Come on out. I, the cow, am calling to you, and I demand your presence. Demand my presence? Ha! Ah! but he will listen to me because I'm a beautiful animal. And Mr. Sun listens to tigers. Mr. Sun! Mr. Sun! This is Tiger calling. Come out and send my stripes, Mr. Sun. Stripes? Huh? Now you have to let me go. I'm telling you, I know how to get him to come out. No, you're only one skinny wrist with a skinny brain. Mr. Sun! Maybe I should sing a little louder. Maybe he didn't hear me. Mr. Sun! Did you see that? Did you see it? He turned around and he ignored me after I called to him so sweetly. Well, this time I'll show him. Mr. Sun! Mr. Sun! Mr. Sun! Mr. Sun! You see? You should have let me go in the first place. I can do it. I know I can. No! It's for your own good. You'll get through. If he didn't want us, he certainly won't want you. Now I know you don't want me to go because you're jealous of me. He was a good friend of mine. I'm going anyway. Mr. Sun! You didn't answer me. Mr. Sun, how are you feeling today? How's your health? I can see you peeking over the edge. Oh, you look very pale. Maybe you should come out for some fresh air. No, Mr. Rooster, you're trying to scream me. What? You're trying to make me run. I've been told by everyone, and I've never run again. Oh, you just hurt my feelings so badly, Mr. Sun. Why? Do you know how I had to get through just to say good morning to you? I had to swim across rivers. I had to climb mountains. I had to go down through a valley, and then through a dark cave, and then a swamp. Ew! Just because I thought you were my best friend and you would appreciate it. And now you're saying I'm trying to trick you? Oh, you hurt my feelings so badly, Mr. Sun, and now I'm going to go home and cry myself to sleep. Skywoman said keep trying everything until something works. Something that works. Mr. Sun, could you do one little favor for me after all I did for you, please? What is it? That jungle leopard, I know he saw me on my long journey here, and now he's lying in wait for me. Could you please protect me?
All right, I'll protect you from the jungle leopard, but I'm never rising again.
Oh, no, you shouldn't. I know just how you feel, but I want you to know that you're the best friend anyone could ever have. Bye.
Where's the jungle leopard?
Oh, he just ran over the hill to get away. Thank you, Mr. Sun. Thank you.
He had time to run away? I zoomed up here as fast as I... Oh. Feels great being out here in the fresh air again. Mr. Rooster, I'd like to thank you for making me rise again. I want to give you a present.
Present?
I want you to always wear this comb on your head. Come here. There.
Thank you, Mr. Sun. Thank you.
Rooster, Rooster, he saved us all! Yay, Rooster! Yay, Rooster! The bravest of them all!
That night as the animals went home, the sun set, and every morning after the sun rose again. But just to make sure, early in the morning, Mr. Rooster...
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Good morning, Mr. Rooster.
Good morning, Mr. Sun.
How do you like your new comb?
Oh, it's beautiful, but all the other animals are jealous.
Jealous?
Well, I got a present, but all they got was burned.
Oh, I see. Call them together and bring them here.
Kookaburra, cow, tiger cat, someone wants to see us.
Animals, the reason I've called you together is that I know you've been burned many times by my rays. So I'm giving each of you something to protect you from those rays. Kookaburra bird, I'm giving you a bag of clouds to shade the earth in the summer.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sun.
Miss Cow, I'm giving you a bag of wind to cool the earth in the autumn.
Thank you, Mr. Sun.
Tiger Cat, I'm giving you a bag of snow to make you beautiful in the winter.
Thank you, Mr. Sun.
Rooster, I'm giving you a bag of rain to enrich the earth in the spring.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sun. Thank you. Kookaburra was the first one to open her bag. Great big soft clouds floated out and sailed all around the world.
Oh, look at the clouds! They're sailing around the world! Next, Cal opened her bag. Out blew great wind. Wind around the earth!
And when the earth was cooled by the great winds, Tiger Cat opened her bag and lovely snow fluttered down through the skies.
The snow is so beautiful!
And when the earth was covered by a thick blanket of snow, then Rooster opened his bag and rain fell from the sky. Let's do rain dance right where we are and open up the clouds and jump into the puddles.
Everything on earth grew and grew and grew and went off to make the world beautiful.
Souvenirs, souvenirs!
Mementos, mementos!
Keepsakes collection!
Forget the rest.
I got the best selections.
Buy for me!
I guarantee.
What you get is what you see.
Take mine!
No, mine.
Get
mine.
Clear the court. Please clear the court. I'll report you to the authorities. Our priorities here are much more important than a cheap keepsake or souvenir. So would all of you please quickly disappear? Now, if you may kindly have your attention, as the clerk of this court, it is my duty to mention that we have a trial today, a trial of grave concern, in which we all shall learn the fate of a young girl. It seems she took a whirl in the wood, and before long, in all likelihood, she wandered into a home not of her own. Now we shall soon see if she will go free or directly to prison be sent. She is innocent, I say innocent. She did not do the deed, not guilty, we shall plead. There will be no punishment. This is the lawyer who defend the young girl. Every argument he'll unfurl will be met with great elocution by the attorney for the prosecution.
She is guilty, I say guilty. I shall prove that this child, so willful and wild, deliberately did it. You'll see.
Next to the people who decide the winner when the case has been tried. With wisdom and vision, they'll hand their decision to the judge who will preside.
Good citizens are we, doing our duty. We departed from our journeys just to hear these smart attorneys, and that makes us a good jury.
And now may we all rise and welcome the most wise member of the court, a man of great import, free of malice, greed, or grudge. I now present the judge.
I now present the judge. Oh, fudge. I forgot his honor is a little hard of hearing. He responds best to loud noises like cheering. So let us all yet together as one. We'll do it in perfect unison. 1, 2, 3.
Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Maybe this will make him budge. Here comes the judge.
I declare I felt a nudge inside. It must be time for the judge to preside.
Good thinking, your lordship.
I'm sinking aboard a ship?
No, your honor.
I'm a gunner? On a sinking ship? I've got to get a grip. I can't swim or afloat. Somebody, fetch me a big lifeboat.
No, your honor. It's nothing of the sort.
You say you've got a wart?
We're not sinking, we're in court.
Oh, now that I've heard that report, I can safely say, order in the court. Order in the court.
Two hamburgers, please, a shake and a fry, some cookies, some good, some cake, and some pie. Oh, sorry. I just had a hunch that maybe it was time to eat lunch.
Is that so? Well, forget it, Fatso. Why, you skinny wimp? Stay away, you chinny blimp.
Please, at ease, kindly stop the stalling and refrain from rude name calling. At last we have order in the court. We must proceed, for this time is short. The lawyers are at their stations to begin their assertions. The jury is settled in its box, and the judge is poised as justice knocks at the long-awaited, long-debated, celebrated trial of Goldilocks.
Oh, woe is me, oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is she, oh, woe is she.
A victim of great notoriety and fairly condemned by society.
You'll never know the deeds of this vile criminal. The real victims of this sad affair are poor Mama, Papa, and wee baby bear. Oh, woe are we, oh, woe are we.
Oh, woe those three, oh, woe those three.
Oh, woe is me!
Oh, woe is she.
Oh, woe are we!
Oh, woe those three.
Guilty is she. Guilty those three. She didn't do it. When we've been through it, you'll see. It wasn't her fault. She's guilty of assault and battery. No, no, no. You know it's so.
Whoa! I'll run this show.
The trial's begun. Hear what the judge has to say.
Thank you, son. Who are you anyway?
I'm the clerk.
You're a jerk? Oh, that's a good sport. Now, did I report that we shall have order in the court? Order in the court!
A ham on rye, please, and maybe add a slice of cheese to drink a great big glass of punch. Oh, still not time for lunch?
Now, we'll ask the clerk, pass out copies of the case so we will know exactly what we face.
Just as you say, sir, to this brief we will refer. First page tells the story we've all heard. Page 2, the bear's tale word for word, and the girl's defense on the third. So follow along and read with me these stories of Goldilocks and the bear's three. Listen to each tale carefully to see with which you agree. The first one we surely all know by heart, but still let's review to give us a start.
The bears made some porridge, but it was too hot. So into the woods they went for a trot.
This porridge makes me drool.
But first, I think it needs to cool.
Let's go for a walk, we three. I'd rather watch TV.
Sorry to disappoint my pet, but TV hasn't been invented yet.
Then maybe I could watch a pre-run.
A pre-run. Oh, wasn't he fun?
Let's go, son.
And while they were gone, a girl peeped inside.
When she saw a porridge, she suddenly cried.
Oh, I'm so hungry and it looks so good. I wonder if I really should. This is too hot. This is too cold. But this little bowl sure hits the spot. Sup.
And she ate it all right up. Next to the parlor, she went on tiptoe, where she found 3 chairs all in a row.
This chair is too hard. And this one's too squishy. This one I regard as perfectly cushy. It absolutely fits.
And she broke into bits.
Sorry, chair. I guess that was more than you could bear.
Then she's bedroom quite quickly, she said, look for a place to rest her tired head.
This bed is too long.
one's too wide. Ah, here I belong, deep inside. I think I'll count some sheep.
And before long, she was fast asleep.
Soon the three bears returned from their stroll.
To eat all the porridge in each tasty bowl.
Somebody's been eating my porridge.
Somebody's been eating my porridge.
This is horrid. Somebody's been eating my porridge and they ate every drop. Thanks, Pop.
Then into the parlor took the three little bears, where they stumbled upon the tumble-down chairs.
Somebody's been sitting in my chair.
Somebody's been sitting in my chair.
Goodness gracious greases. Somebody's been sitting in my chair and they broke it to pieces.
Stay calm.
Thanks, Mom.
I have to discuss how quickly they sped. They opened the door. Here's what they said.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed.
Sleeping lollapaloozing. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed and she's still snoozing.
Don't pout.
No thanks. I'm all blown out. Anyway, I'm as happy as can be. At last there's someone to play with me. Yahoo! This is swell. Please, son, don't yell.
Suddenly, Goldilocks awoke with a start. As quick as a wink, began to depart. But she was heard to exclaim as she ran from their sight.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Wrong story!
And that is the tales, we all know it.
But that story doesn't show it as it actually occurred. Turn to page 2 for the version that should be heard. This girl has been depicted as a harmless silliness, but now must be convicted for the brat she really is. If there is no resistance, I'll use some jurors for assistance. I'll need a table right over there. In that room, a chair, and chair. Finally, 3 beds lying serene are all we need to complete this scene. Behold, a cozy cottage and its contents therein. Now let the true story of Goldilocks begin. When the bears had departed from their dwelling that day, little did they know who was headed their way. A mean, spoiled girl on a vicious campaign to loot and to plunder their humble domain.
An open door is what I see. Food on the table, I'll eat all I'm able. It has to be for me, me. Ouch! Too hot. Thanks a lot. Ow. Brr, too cold. I'm so bold. Ow. Ah, finally, just right. I'll eat every little bite. It gives me such pleasure to kick them for good measure. Ow!
Would you look at that? She's nothing but a spoiled brat.
Nothing but a brat. Oh, I'm much more than that. I'm rotten and nasty and mean to the core. You started with me and you started a war. You see those 3 chairs? They'll soon need repairs. I'll split them and switch them all to the floor. You first, big guy. Oh my, you're much too hard. They ought to kick you right out in the yard. Your next middle-sized chair. Oh, you're too soft and full of hot air. You're nothing but stuffing. You need a good cuffing. I know it isn't fair. Oh, my poor body aches. Now this baby's got what it takes. Whoa! Oh no! Sorry, chair, but that's the breaks.
She's a bad one, you bet, with no remorse and no regret. She's just as mean as a wicked queen.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Well, it seems the bedroom's next line, and I could use a brief recline. Ah! I hate this bed. It's too long. Who sleeps in this? King Kong? I can't stand this one either. Too wide. It must belong to King Kong's bride. You're both a couple of dips. I think I'll give you a couple of flips.
Okay, I'll give this last bit a shot. Ooh, I like this one a lot.
Ouch, much too big.
Shut up! I'm as light as a twig. Nothing but yogurt passes my lips.
Your hip.
Quiet, you creep.
Ow!
I'm going to sleep.
Before very long, the bears came back to have their tasty porridge snack.
Simple bears are we, a close-knit family. We haven't got a lot, but it matters not a jot, as long as we got us three.
Oh no, our food hasn't been tasted! And every bit is wasted!
Our chairs have been sat in.
The ones we used to chat in.
The beds have been ransacked piece by piece.
Let's hurry up and call the police.
Police! Police! Police!
Police. Jeez Louise. Is that a new way to treat a guest? Wake her up for a beauty rest. I'm gonna leave these dippy digs and head on over to the three little pigs. They know how to treat a girl right. They see me coming, they get out of sight. So long night, backward runes. Sorry to leave your house in ruins, but let's face up to the harsh reality. You've got to improve your hospitality. Yo, pigs, I'm calling you. Before you split, leave a goodie or two. On second thought, I feel so thin. Maybe we better make it 10.
How on earth did she get in?
She caused us all so much chagrin. We're so bereft, now all that's left
Is the hair on her chinny chin chin.
And there it is, Judge and Jerk, the guilty girl in all her fury. Left our home totally wrecked.
This is insane! I object! I object!
You say you're a pain in the neck?
No, she's the pain in the neck. This outrageous story she told us. That malarkey she just sold us. Now please turn to page 3 and follow along with me. My evidence now documents that the guilt lies with those three.
The bears?
The bears! Oh yes, they put on airs. This quoting the gentle and serene by the force of fundamentally mean. The leaders of a band of hoods, a bunch of no-goods in the woods. Some animals, please. I need a few. Rough refuges, a mother too. Coyote. Badger. Wolf. Oh, dogs. And on a step I did. Now watch, you shall clearly see what really happened in story 3. Hey, Daddy Bear.
Yo, Papa, my man.
You're there. I'm your #1 fan.
Hiya, Foxy. You got lots of moxie.
Yo, Badger, Coyote, old pal, you're both looking tough and frightened foul.
To be quite precise, we're hunting for trouble. Yeah, to find something nice and leave it in rubble.
Hey, Big Bad Wolf, where are you going today?
There's a gal dressed in red heading my way.
Cool, old boy, maybe next year. Today, let's do some bad news here.
Yay! He's our leader, Big Daddy Bear.
I wear steel wool underwear.
Fattest dude you've ever seen.
I drink unleaded gasoline.
And his woman, she's a doozy.
Mess with me and you get up, Bruisey.
Right behind their pride and joy, Baby Bear, he's quite a boy.
Hey, where's that kid? I can't keep track.
Probably out back capturing bugs in a sack.
He always does the cutest things.
Like pulling up butterfly wings.
Look at him, so cute and teeny. He's a perfect little meanie. He eats flies and plays with mice.
Oh, why don't you guys go fry ice?
Yo, Baby Bear, where you been? When's your big boombox?
Moving and grooving with Goldilocks. She's the orphan girl I met in the wood. She goes to school. I wish I could.
Places like that really stink. Yeah, they try to learn you how to think. Say, what happened to that teacher who came out here and tried to get Baby Bear to school last year?
We ate him up, but it was rough.
Yeah, teacher's awfully stringy and tough.
Hey, can I go back and play with that girl? Is she cute as pretty as a pearl? Yeah, she's sweet. She's sweet and nice. She really flips. She even makes cookies, chocolate chip.
Then don't you dare be seen with her.
In this matter, I concur. Choose a girl who's mean and bad, like the one who married your dear old dad.
Speaking of that, what can we do today that's mean and bad in every way? Hey, that kid that Baby Bear just met.
We could play tricks on her, you bet.
Hey, that sounds like a pretty good ploy.
To keep her away from our little boy.
So
But
if
she's friendly, kind, and good.
That's not allowed in this neighborhood.
So if this kid decides to drop by, what kind of mean tricks should we try?
One, two, three, bad!
Leave your cottage open wide, maybe she will come inside.
Entice her with luscious food to put her in a happy mood. Next, provide a place to sit, so she'll plan to stay a bit. Then, supply some nice warm beds with comfy sheets and silky spreads.
Hey, are you turning soft on me? We gotta be mean, don't you see?
We know, just wait.
What we're setting up is bait. When the girl goes to sleep,
To the bedroom, quietly creep. When she's snoozing like a pup, then you simply eat her up!
we've got to hide before she comes inside.
Perhaps I'll find a crust of bread and a place to lay my head. Too hot. Too cool. And one that's just right. What's better than the girl they give us orphans every night? Oh, look there, a chair. No, three. Perhaps there's one for weary me. Too hard. Too soft. Ah, this will surely do. My spirits soar aloft. I hope they've got some Elmo's glue. I'm tired. I'm dead. Oh, look, a bed. Oh, what's this I see? I have my choice of three. Too long. Too wide. Ah, here I belong, deep inside. I think I'll count some sheep. I've always relied on the kindness of strangers. There she is, munchiness.
We've never had lunch like this. Could we boil, fry, or bake her?
Anything to stoop before you wake her.
Shall we dine inside or al fresco?
Doesn't matter. Hurry up. Let's go.
Hand me the salt and pepper, please.
But Papa, ground pepper makes me sneeze. Achoo!
Choo!
Achoo! God bless ya.
Thank you.
Please, please, please!
Cease! She'll soon get lost and then come back. Then we'll have our tasty little snack.
I sure hope so. I was licking my chops.
Cheese it, everybody! Here comes the cot!
No, not so. It didn't happen that way either. Freedom he conspires to bequeath her, but justice and mercy are clearly beneath her.
You say you need a breather?
Actually, yes. We could use a short recess to sort through all the facts presented by these hacks.
And clear up this whole mess.
Your decision is of great import. So once again, we shall have order in the court. Order in the court!
A pizza, please, large pepperoni, extra cheese, and a little bologna. It must be almost time for dinner, so hurry, please, and declare a winner.
That's just what they're going to do. Now listen up, you two. May I have your compliance? Please ask your clients to return to the court while the jury thinks this through. Now the case has fully been tried, and it's up to the jury to finally decide whether the girl has committed a crime or if the three bears should be serving time. The world awaits at the courtroom door to hear the fates of this frightened four.
Deliberate, deliberate, consider what we heard. Deliberate, deliberate, reflect on every word. Collaborate, collaborate with unanimity. Collaborate, collaborate, we now must all agree. Communicate, communicate our verdict to the court. Communicate, communicate, we now have our report.
Would the foreman of the jury please read the results?
I'm nervous, just feel my pulse. I'm afraid I'm going to faint.
Then lose all
jury, you've earned a gold star. Now, young lady, approach the bar.
But Your Honor, she's not guilty. But Judge, she's not the only one guilty by far. Unanimously agree they all are.
They all are. How bizarre.
The girl for entering a home not of her own.
That's dangerous.
The bears for leaving before locking the door.
That's carelessness.
But the guiltiest parties of all
Are these folks with their tails so tall?
they so hide the truth.
We need a master sleuth when they wax rhetorical.
Are you saying that we tend to men?
Reality?
That we lean toward rascality.
That the fates
Have dealt us traits
of criminality?
You got it, felon face.
The ultimate disgrace, they say the nastiest things.
Let us now see what the sentencing brings.
Listen now to my report. Order in the court. Order in the court.
Bread and water, please. I'd better get used to it.
Also, for mousetrap cheese, I hope I can chew it. Now cease your sniffling and stop this piffling. We must move on. It's time to do it. I'll let the jury read my sentence to everyone who must do penance. All these punishments are unique and in effect for 1 full week.
Goldilocks must wash the bowls and clean the kitchen every day, repair the chair, and make the beds without an ounce of pay.
Okay?
Your Honor, put her there. I think your judgment's very fair.
And now the judge declares the sentence for the bears.
You'll provide a room and board for Goldilocks to stay, make her feel at home with you in every little way.
What do you say?
In this we needn't confer. It's the most appropriate sentence, sir. And now the sentence for both of these.
You must serve as clerk and judge, so you will have a clue what it's like to listen to windbags just like you.
You get the view?
We have to sit in court and listen to lawyers speak.
Every word of every day for 1 interminable week?
It's a stake right through my heart.
So how and when do we have to start? Right now.
Oh, wow.
And I take it on the chin as clerk my duties now begin.
And I beg for your total support. So please, let's have order in the court. Order in the court.
Order in the court. That's a good sport. How about cookies, chocolate chips?
You better not porch with your big hips.
But cookies taste great.
They make you overweight. I prefer porridge because it's less filling.
Yes, but it's also much less strong. I simply straight, cookies taste great.
Porridge less filling.
Taste great.
Less filling.
Taste great. Less filling. Taste great.
Wait, this debate is killing me. I have a suggestion that may prove fair. If I may have a word with Mama Bear? She'll make porridge and I chocolate chips. You can put either to your lips. You can have one or even both.
On my job, there are a couple of pips.
So, what do you say?
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip hooray!
Don't leave, your lordship. You should stay.
But they said my ship was sailing away.
No. We're all going to go over to the bears for some special treats. I'm making porridge.
And I'm baking sweets.
And I sentence you to eat hearty, Your Honor. How nice, a party in my honor. Sure, why not? His wise words have tossed a lot.
We also wanted the jury there.
For treating us all fair and square.
They've done their job quite well today.
Teaching us the proper way.
I'll be careful forevermore.
And when we're gone, we'll lock the door.
And what we've learned, we clearly state.
We'll never more exaggerate. So come with us when fun prevails, great food and drink and laughter.
And like the end of good fairy tales,
We all shall live happily ever after.
Is yours good?
Mm-hmm. Mine's orange. What flavor is yours?
Purple.
Purple? Purple isn't a flavor, silly. It's a color.
Can I have a lick?
Sure. Don't take such a big one.
Tastes like purple to me.
Dumb kids taste like purple. Hey, Dave, you like the purple flavor?
I like all flavors, as long as they're candy. Well, you're the dumb ones. I like purple flavor. And there is a purple flavor, and I know because I've tasted it. And there's a purple flavor in Cokes and lollipops and Kool-Aid and candy. And you're the dumb ones if you haven't tasted purple. And if you haven't tasted anything good. And besides, Kid isn't dumb. She's my friend, so there.
That explains why she's so dumb.
Evening, young Andersons and Thompsons.
Hi, Grandpa.
Hello. Bob, what are you doing perched up there like a crow on a limb for?
I'm experimenting with the law of centrifugal force, Grandpa. See, with almost no effort at all, the plane flies around, pulling at the string all the time.
Want to taste my lollipop, Grandpa?
Sure wish I could, Kitty. But your Aunt Julia said no candy for me. I got some for you, though. Ask your mama now.
Thanks.
Here's a piece for you, Penelope.
Thank you.
Here you go, John.
Thank you.
There you go. Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
No.
Lost. Never mind. You be careful, lad. That plane hasn't ran any loss. It might take a mine to fly off and hurt somebody. Ask your mama now, Catherine.
Mama, can we have a piece of candy if we brush our teeth? Because Grandpa gave it to us and said we had to ask.
May we? Oh, I guess so.
She says okay.
Well, I remember getting along now, you sprites. You be careful, Bob. Don't fall off on your noggin now. You too, Penelope.
What's a sprite, Mr. Longwood?
A sprite? Well,
Oh, I know, Mr. Longwood. I know. It's a kind of elf sort of creature, kind of fairy sort of thing.
that's as good a definition as I've ever heard.
Are they like fairies in the stories? Do they go barefoot and fly?
Some do, I reckon. I expect some of them's like people, though. All dressing alike, talking alike, wearing shoes, you know. It won't surprise me none at all if some of those sprites are right here, living amongst us, just like people do.
Sprites! Are we sprites? Oh, let's be sprites. Let's play fairies and sprites. I'll be the queen of the fairies, Kitty, and you can be one of the sprites who comes every time I tap my wand.
Let me be the queen this time. You always get to be the queen. Robert can be the king.
No thanks. I'm no sprite. First it's the purple flavor, now it's fairies. I'm gonna go work on designs of my aerodynamics.
Fairy servant, fetch my cloak. The night grows chill.
I was a servant last time, Penny. You ought to say, evening winds are chilly.
Not like that. Kneel before me.
Penny, if there are any fairies, they wouldn't talk like that. A fairy queen would be nice.
I think so too. A fairy queen would be nice.
Well, there are fairy queens, and some are nice and some aren't, and I'm nice. I just like my fairy servants to treat me like a queen. And what do you mean anyway? If there are fairies, of course there are fairies. They just come out after we all go in. When the fireflies start flashing, I've heard their dance orchestra.
Oh, have you, Penny?
Oh, I have heard of the crickets, Penny. The crickets and frogs start singing when the fireflies come out.
It's fairy music, and I've heard it. And someday I'm going to sneak out after you all go in and see the fairies.
You better not, or Mom will find you. And if she does...
Are you really going to, Penny?
Of course, and you can come with me, and you will see. The queen will order all the other fairies around, and there'll be lots and lots of sprites to bring her things. My cloak, servant, for the night grows chill.
Oh, okay. But if her fairies don't want to wait on her, what does she do to them?
She swishes her fairy wand and hexes them.
David, Penny.
Now we have to go in. I just barely start being queen, and now we have to go in. I'm just going to be queen all day tomorrow, and you can be my servant, Kitty, and we will play fairies all day.
I always have to be the servant. David, Penny, it's getting late.
Come on, Penny. Mama says come in.
Forward, sir. David, announce the queen.
Queen Bee, you're a little witch.
Mom! David!
She started it.
Be quiet.
Servant, fetch my cloak. The night grows chill.
cloak, for the night grows chill.
Most gracious, Your Majesty, I certainly will.
Now, my subjects, why are we here? In the land of mortals, all of us fear.
Yes. Why? Back to our old ends, let us fly.
Patience, be still. Business first, duty fulfill. Tell me now, recite the rule. What did you learn in fairy school?
I will, O Queen. First and best, all fairies shall be daintily dressed. Each one choose a name to fit oneself, lady, fairy, or gentleman elf.
Unlike other fairies free as the weather, Fantasia's subjects must fly together.
Fantasians shall think what they be told. To think their own thoughts is daring bold. We must study the rules and never daydream, but live as directed by edict of Queen.
You seem to have learned the catechism, so carefully taught by fairyism. But one among you fails to obey the rules and laws I taught you to say. Since the day she chose her unfairy name, she's only brought us sorrow and shame. Shadow, petal, gallant storm. For fairies and elves, you fit the norm. You look like fairies, little too, exactly as I tell you to. But one, just one, oh woe to tell, does not live very well. She's not dainty, she's not neat. I think she found her name in the street.
In the street?
She wanders from Fantasia's band and flies alone about the land. Holding my laws in arch derision, she thinks her thoughts without permission.
Oh, mockery, shockery, woe upon woe. A subject like that must surely go.
She dreams about children who romp and play with toys and dolls in light of day. All of them different, none of them same, each with an ugly, childlike name.
Oh, Majesty, wise, gracious, sweet royal queen, I think I know whom you mean. True, she's not dainty.
True, she's not neat. Even her name is Stray Stray Pete. But Hallelujah is loving and sweet.
Silence! How dare you pronounce the name Fantasia prepares to announce? Love's not important unless I direct it. Your simple thoughts should not detect it. But now you've named her, bring her in, then I might charge her with her sin.
Hallelujah Hopscotch, appear!
I'm here. Do you dare forget to address your queen?
Your Majesty, Fantasia, of course I mean.
On your knees, if you please.
Ouch!
A new salute to me?
No, sore knee.
Oh,
Hallie, oh no!
Enough nonsense. Rise and be seen. Living evidence of what you've been. Hear the charge. Face your kin. The scroll storm now begin.
Stand forth, Hallelujah Hopscotch. Her Majesty Fantasia, our sovereign queen, has charged you with the following. Dreaming of children night and day.
Wandering in the woods alone to play.
Wearing what you choose in any situation instead of fairy frock within regulation. Forgetting fairy state and timeless tradition. You have of late thought without permission.
Speak, Hallelujah. If you've not to say, get the trial underway. Your Grace, they're lovely, it's plain to see. On the other hand, just look at me. Storm and subjects, listen well. Count the sins she dares to tell. 1. Proceed, go on. My fairy frock won't stay clean when I wander near a stream to find pebbles or sit and dream.
To sit and dream?
2. I lose my ribbons climbing trees and tear my stockings at the knees, running races with the breeze.
Running races?
3. Among fairies, it just isn't done. But I do like to sit in the sun and think nice thoughts of children and things. A world of creatures who have no wings.
Children?
She thinks of children.
4.
Oh, Hallie, no more.
Silence, Petal, or you'll be next. Hallelujah, on with your text. For children dance and play in the sun, bounce and skip and hop and run, wiggle their toes in summer dust, and make mud pies with sun-baked crusts. They buy lollipops at the candy store and listen to tales of fairy lore. They play and pretend to heart's content, then sleep in peace when day is spent. Stop! Enough! Yourself you condemn. You like children. Go live with them.
Oh no!
Not so! Silence, subjects. Hear me out. Know what then my plan is about. From your lessons you may recall, most children don't believe in us at all.
They don't believe in us.
Unbelieving, they just deny fairies as real as you and I.
Oh, Majesty, is it true that when one child 3 times cries, I don't believe in fairies, one of us dies?
Hear him well, hallelujah, for Falcon is right. 'Tis a dreadful place we leave you tonight.
Never to return? Never to return?
This willful fairy has a lesson to learn. But perchance she may return. Some thoughtless child will surely say, before the end of her first day, I don't believe in fairies. Dreadful!
No!
Hallelujah! Before one is said, the fateful words to leave you dead. Him you must convince the fairies live in eminence. If you win, return if you please, to think your thoughts and race the breeze. But if you lose, and he does say 3 times over within one day, I don't believe in fairies, you shall die. According to tradition, I can do naught to change that condition.
Try to make them believe you, dear Hallelujah. It is dreadful to leave you.
Take your place, petal faint heart. It grows late. We must depart. Am I banished? Dear ones, no. Do not go. Oh, do not go. Enough. Be gone. I said go. All conditions you now know. Fairy subjects, on your way. 'Tis dreadful here in light of day. Depart away. Good morrow. Good morrow. I know I'm not very neat, but you look tidy. Is this your garden? Do you like to dance? I like to dance. Only I like to dance with flowers and dead twigs. I'm not very good at routines. I like to dance thunderstorms in the ocean. Don't be afraid of me, please. See, I'll dance a little tree in the wind. Oh, you must be under a spell. I'm sorry. You don't care about my dances. Who did it? Do you have a wicked queen? I'm not a very wise fairy. Oh, I told you. Well, if you are under spell, then you can't say you don't believe in me. I don't know very much fairy magic, but if you promise you'll believe in me, I'll try to help you. Oh, you are stone. You've been turned to stone. No, you're not stone. I know. You're make-believe. Hail, good fellow. You won't bite me, will you? Why, you're make-believe, too. You and children live in a garden of make-believe. I wonder if they are real. Now, what could this be? A make-believe mountain? Hi. Good morrow. Our sled is kind of slippery. Yeah, slippery. What's your name? Hallie Hopscotch. Hal? Hallie for short. What's that pot after Hallie? Lou. Who? Lou. Oh, Hallie Lou. Haven't you got a last name like Smith or Thomas? Or Anderson? Mine's Anderson. Hopscotch. Hallelujah, hopscotch. Yeah, hopscotch. Hallelujah. Hopscotch. It doesn't matter where you hop or where you scotch. All me. Where'd you get a name like that? Where did she get her name, David? You silly. I gave it to myself. You named yourself? We all name ourselves in where I came from. Name yourselves? Oh, that's lovely. I would love to name myself. I'd be Laura or Luann. Where did you come from? I don't know anybody in this town named Hopscotch. And I don't know anybody who lets their kids name themselves. Kid? What's a kid? Oh, child. You know. Say, what's the matter with you? Who's your mom and dad? Where's your house? I don't think I have any of those. And I don't live in a house. I live in the woods. You don't have a mother and a father? And you live in the woods? Oh, you poor little girl. Are you an orphan? I don't think so. And I don't think I have a mother or father. What are they? What a dumb kid. If I told whoppers like that, I'd have to stay in my room for a week. Freeze! I want to go find Bob. Don't have a mother and a father. Live in the woods. Ha! You don't have a mother and a father? Are you hungry? Did your mommy and daddy die? Are mommy and daddy just like mother and father?
Why, yes. Didn't you ever have any?
I don't think so. What are they? Why, mommy is in charge. She irons our clothes and brushes our hair and gives us juice.
And cookies and puts on Band-Aids.
What are those? Oh, you know. When you scrape your knee, she scolds for just a second, and then she's all sweet. And when it quits stinging, she puts the Band-Aid on and hugs you for a minute. Or if you're little, she even picks you up and rocks you back and forth and sings a little. Oh, that's nice. I would like to have that. Daddies are nice too, unless you wash their pipes. Mostly they're nice and bring you things like balloons and lollipops, and sometimes they even fix your bike and push you in the swing.
I think mommies and daddies started us. If you didn't have them, then what started you?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think I was created by joy and imagination. But I like your way better. Does everyone have these mothers and fathers and balloons and lollipops?
Why, yes. Don't you?
Who takes care of you? Who are you? You must promise not to tell. But I know you'll believe me because you see me. If you couldn't see me, then you might say, never mind. You do see me, don't you? Of course we see you. There you are, plain as day. And the boy child, he saw me too. David? He's my brother. Of course he saw you. Then he'll believe, but the mothers and fathers, they're taller. Do you think they will believe?
Believe what?
Believe me. I really don't have a mother or father, and I really do live in the woods.
But Hallie, only fairies live in the woods. You're a fairy? You're a fairy!
Wait, don't go! Please. I think your garden is lovely. I'd like to stay a while. I must stay a while.
A real fairy?
I can't go away. The queen said I had to stay. Her magic won't let me go.
A queen? In magic? A fairy queen?
She banished me here.
Well,
that's not nice, even if she is queen. And we're not afraid. Don't you be afraid either. Don't you be afraid.
If you are a fairy, I don't see how anyone can hurt you.
There is one way, but it's dreadful. Well, tell us. On your honor, you won't say it? Cross my heart and hope to die. I won't say it. If a child who can't see me says 3 times in one day, I don't believe in fairies, I will die. Oh, that's ugly. Who made up that rule? I don't know, but the queen said I had to make one child believe me.
Well, we believe you, so you've already done it.
No, it has to be someone who doesn't see me. Someone who doesn't believe to begin with. Do you know anyone like that? David saw you, so he doesn't count. He'd say he didn't believe in you, but he saw you.
But my big brother Robert might not. He just believes in science and computers and things. He has a chemistry set.
We could try him. Oh, no. But if he does see you, it won't matter what he says. But if he doesn't, we just won't say anything.
But Penny, we have to find someone who doesn't see her, so that she can make him see her.
Just one. The queen said just one.
Let's try Robert.
Wait. Is he a tall child? The tall ones are the most difficult.
He's my brother. He's older than I am.
Older? What's that?
It's when you get big enough for allowance.
Or staying up late after supper and watching TV without asking. An allowance? That's for tall children? Is it like a lollipop? And if you have an allowance, you can stay up late after you dine to watch what? There is much to understand in children's land.
And she says she lives in the woods. In the woods? This I gotta see. Hey, Penny, where's your new friend? Hopscotch Hallie. Can't you hear? Where's your new friend? Catherine.
Did you say something, Robert?
You heard me. Where's Hopscotch?
We don't know any hopscotch.
Yes, you do. Where is she?
I won't tell you unless you be nice.
Oh, we won't hurt her.
Don't say anything mean.
Okay, where is she?
Her name is Hallelujah. Hallie for short.
Okay, Hallelujah. Hallie for short.
Will you be nice?
Yes, we'll be nice. Oh, hi, Hallie.
Robert, this is Hallelujah Hopscotch, our new friend.
See what I mean? What, where?
She She's right there.
Where?
Here.
Oh, I get it. Kitty and Penny are playing a game of some kind.
Bob, do you need your eyes examined?
No, you need your head examined. I don't see anybody but our silly little sisters, and I'm not going to play infantile games.
Ouch!
Who said that?
I did. I'm Hallie. I didn't know a boy had stones for feet.
Who said that?
I did. I'm Hallie Hopscotch, and don't step on my foot again. It hurts.
Dave, that's a rotten trick. I thought you were my friend.
Hey, wait, Bob, wait! What's the matter with him? I've never seen him act like that before. Did he hurt you? I'm sorry if he did. It'll be all right. I'm glad you don't stay up late after you dine and have an allowance and watch VT. You are tall, though. What? I mean, I'm glad you're kind. I thought tall boys might be... I'm trying to be kind, but I don't know what you're talking about. First your name, then the business about living in the woods, and now this. But David truly does live in the woods. Penny, you've been reading too many fairy tales. What? What am I saying? I don't believe in... Don't say it! Stop! Don't say it! Don't say what? It's all right. You see me. Of course I see you. I know your name. You're Hallelujah Hopscotch. You haven't any parents. You live in the woods, and Bob can't see you. Are you? Oh, that's ridiculous. David, Penny, time to eat. Time to eat. I think we are going to have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and a glass of milk. Would you like some? Thank you. I haven't tried that before. I think I'll just have an acorn or a rosebud. You'll have a what? An acorn or a rosebud. That does it, Penny. Come on. An acorn or a rosebud. A rosebud. Don't go away, Hallelujah. I'll be back after lunch. Don't go away. I'm going in for lunch too, Hallie. Wait for me, won't you? I wonder if my mother will let me have some acorns in my soup.
I wonder if the weight of the projectile has something to do with centrifugal pull.
Hello, Margaret. Hello, Lisa. So, what happened at your house? Put them to bed? I tried. David resisted rather strongly. What's got into them? Penny usually doesn't tell lies. But this morning, she made up the wildest story I've ever heard. Kitty, too. She insists that a fairy, yes, a fairy, who lives in the woods, has been out in the yard all morning. She doesn't have a fever, but I made her lie down anyway. That's exactly what Penny said. She insisted that the little creature is out here right now eating rosebuds for lunch. Looks like the bunnies have been here, not fairies. What will they think of next? Kitty says she's afraid her new friend will get lonely and go away if she doesn't come out right away. I made her lie down too. Whenever her imagination gets that wild, she needs to take a rest. I asked David what it was all about. He wouldn't say a thing, just marched off and hopped on his bike. Are the boys fighting or something? Robert says David's been trying to play tricks on him. Says David's been learning to throw his voice and trying to make him think there's someone right in front of him when there really isn't. Kitty said there was someone there and only Robert couldn't see. And then she asked me if she could have acorns in her soup. Well, I don't know what it's all about, but I certainly don't see anyone out here right now. If this thing keeps up, I don't know if I'll be able to stand it all summer. And vacation just barely begun. Well, I want to read a little while they are resting. Oh, there's my dad. Hello, Grandpa. Nice day for a walk.
Fine day, fine day. Well now, who's this young lady? Where you come from, lass?
From the woods.
Thought so. It's been a long time since I've seen one of your clan. What are you doing up here in broad daylight?
Queen Fantasia banished me here because I think without permission. I'm sorry, Mr. Longwood. I didn't understand what you said.
Oh, I was just chatting with this little lassie here. Queen's getting pretty sassy these days, huh? Well, don't you worry none. These Andersons and Thompsons are nice people. They'll take good care of you till she lets you back in.
You feel all right, Dad? Like to come in and have a glass of lemonade?
Feel fine, thank you kindly. Never felt better. No thanks, I just like to walk a little bit more. Always feel like taking long walks in the woods after meeting one of these ageless little creatures. You know they never grow old, like you and me?
Who doesn't get old, Dad?
Why, them fairies and sprites.
Fairies again?
They just go flittering about, all young and airy-like, generation after generation, never getting old. They survive on berries and flowers and dew, I guess. Is that right, lass?
Uh-huh.
What's your name? They got the most unusual names, too. What's yours?
Hallelujah Hopscotch.
Well, now, that's one as good as I've ever heard. Hallelujah Hopscotch. Kind of a celebration of childhood. Well, you have nothing to worry about here. These people take really good care of you. So she lets you back in. Ah, I've never felt so young. I think I'll take a nice long walk in the woods. If I see that queen of yours, I'll give her a piece of my mind, Hallelujah.
Margaret, your father's losing his senses. Talking to himself. He's really in a bad way. He looks fine enough, just talks so strangely. This is a strange day. First the children see fairies, and now Dad talks to one. Maybe you and I need to go and take a little rest. You're right. Maybe it's the heat or something.
Dave! Hey, Dave! Want to pitch a few, Dave?
David has gone off on his bike somewhere. Please don't shout. I'm trying to get Penny to sleep.
I'm sorry. Okay if I wait?
That's fine. Just don't make any noise.
Dave, are you hiding around here, Dave? Dave?
I said David has gone off on his bike. Please don't shout.
Must have been one of the other kids. What in spooky computers going on here? This is theoretically and technically impossible. Impossible!
Hi, Bob. Been to the store?
Nah, I've been to the moon on a fishing trip.
Good old Bob. We can figure this thing out.
I'm a scientist, not a baby.
Is she gone? Did she go away? David, did you frighten her away? Who? Hallelujah. You know who. Where is she? I'm not sure if I ever did see her. Hallelujah. I'm up. Hallelujah. Did she eat the rosebud? Hallie, hopscotch. Yes, thank you. They were very nice. Oh, there you are, Hallie. I'm glad you didn't go away. Mama said I had to take a nap. I didn't mean to leave you so long. Me too. My mother thinks that I'm just imagining you.
Well, gonna play a guy's game for a change?
Okay, out, Bob. Come on out and I'll pitch you a few. Are they going to swing that branch at each other? No, that's a bat. They're going to play baseball. They never let us play. I'll pitch first. Ready? I really wasn't trying to trick you this morning.
Just forget it. But remember, I don't believe in fairies.
Strike one. He isn't going to hit you, Hallie. It's just a game. But he said it. He said it once. Robert, don't you ever say it again. Don't you ever say it again.
Watch out, Penny. You know not to stand in front of me when I'm swinging a bat.
Let's not talk about it anymore. Penny, go sit down. Let's just play ball and not talk about it anymore.
All I said was, I don't believe in fairies, and I don't too.
Get out
Get up here, Bob. Stand up. You okay, Bob? Now, what's going on here?
She'll die if he says it once more. He said it twice. She'll die. Don't let him say it again, Grandpa. Tell him not to say it again.
Quiet down! Now, let's just sit down and cool off for a minute, okay? All right. Give me something to sit on, Bob.
Okay, Grandpa.
I am very disappointed in you kids. Thank you, Bob. Now, no one's gonna say nothing until it's his turn. Ready? No interrupting now. Okay? Penelope, I believe you were first.
Well, it's all about Hallelujah, our new friend.
Oh yes, I met her this morning.
You met her?
It ain't your turn, Bob. Wait your turn. Go ahead, Penelope.
Well, her queen banished her here, and she'll die if anyone who can't see her says, I don't believe in fairies 3 times. And Robert has already said it twice. Don't let him say it again, Mr. Longwood. Don't let him say it again. Please, Grandpa, please.
Simmer down, simmer down. Robert ain't gonna say nothing till it's his turn. Is that right, son?
No, but
He ain't gonna say nothing till it's his turn. He ain't gonna say nothing till the way's clear. He's just gonna sit and listen. Now, Catherine, your turn.
That's all. He says he can't see her. And she says if someone can't see her and says it 3 times in one day, she'll die.
I think we all understand that point now, Catherine. Now, David, do you got anything to say?
No, sir, but I'm confused. I thought I saw a little girl this morning, and she said she lived in the woods and hadn't any parents. It was funny. I didn't mean to trick Bob, though, honest.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. I know you wouldn't do a thing like that. Now, Bob, your turn. If you can see without risking any lives.
okay. I just don't see any little girl or fairy. I just don't get what they're talking about.
You're a scientist type, ain't you, Bob?
Not yet, Grandpa, but I want to be someday.
Good. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever seen an atom?
An atom? No, nobody ever has. But they're a part of us, a part of everything around us.
Right, all around us. But how do you know if you've never seen one?
Scientists have proved it. They've proved it by using energy of the atom.
Right. But have you ever seen one? And you've never seen a fairy?
Of course not. Fairies are a product of our imagination.
Right, right. And what about electricity? Have you ever seen electricity?
No, but
Well-
I believe in it though, because I can see its effects.
Right. I see the effects every day. It's real powerful. You don't want to mess with that stuff. Now, what about music? Have you ever seen music?
No, but I like music though. I've even composed a piece once, remember?
Product of your imagination.
What?
The music. You made it up. You never saw it.
Yeah.
The music was a result of some good thinking and imagining. Who was that gent who came up with that Nutcracker Suite? That song about them dolls a dancing.
Tchaikovsky! Oh, I like the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Right, Mr. Tchaikovsky. Now, I wonder if he ever seen them dolls a dancing.
In his imagination, maybe.
Right, his imagination. And what about Mr. Bell? A brilliant scientist. People said he was imagining things when he said he could send voices across wires. You know what? I think he was. I think he had to imagine all sorts of things before they become real. He must have had a well of imagination. All scientists do. And musicians and poets, they all gotta think deep and imagine. And imagine.
I wrote a poem once about the wind, Mr. Longwood.
But that's real, Penny. The wind is something real.
Have you ever seen it, Bob?
No, but I can feel it. I can sense it.
Sure. Just like music or fairies. If you're sensitive enough and intelligent enough, you can feel it. You just know it's there. Sometimes you're so sure you can hear it. Well, I better get going along now. You kids better get back to your baseball game. Sal Louis Hopscotch, I don't think you got nothing to worry about. Bob here's a scientist, and scientists have got to have the best imagination in the world. They're not going to deny nothing just because you can't see it. Are you, son?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. A scientist has to examine all the possibilities.
Even things little children imagine. Can you do something for me, Bob?
Yeah, I gotta figure this thing out.
Tonight, when the crickets and frogs come out and sing, the evening starts winding down, I want you to come out here and just sit.
Just sit?
Just sit and listen and let your imagination loose. See what comes out. Can you do that for me, Bob?
Sure, I guess so. Yeah, I'll try it.
Good. Now the rest of you kids, tonight I want you to go to bed and stay there. A scientist has got to think and develop his imagination. The rest of you's got plenty, I reckon. Well, I better get going before your Aunt Julia comes looking for me. Bye, kids. Bye, Miss Ellery Hopscotch.
Farewell, Sir Mr. Longwood. Thank you for your wisdom. I shall never forget.
Good. I like to have the fairies on my side.
Bye, Mr. Longwood.
Bye now.
Bye.
Good luck, Bob.
Holy hopscotch?
Here I am.
Guess my imagination must be working. Thought I heard something. Crickets, probably.
Did you call me, Sir Robert?
I did hear something. Hey, hallelujah hopscotch.
Here I am.
But where? I don't see anything.
Try your imagination. Mr. Longwood said that would help. Try harder.
Okay, I'll try.
Can you imagine what I look like?
Well, you must be small.
More or less. That part doesn't matter. I could be any size.
And you're quick and light, like an ace note.
Good, very good.
And you have green hair.
Green hair?
No?
No.
I'm sorry. Let's see. If you were like music, you're a movement rather than matter. You're an idea rather than fact.
That makes me sound very important. Try again.
That's about the best I can do.
But you must believe in me. Please try again.
You are a product of my imagination?
Yes, yes.
But I don't believe...
No, don't say it.
But I don't believe a
A
scientist.
scientist? Is that someone who makes weapons?
Oh, yes, sometimes. But they do other things, too.
Do scientists have some do-believes?
Some what?
Some do-believes. Are there some things they do believe in?
Oh, sure. Scientists believe in the energy of the atom.
Can they see it?
Energy? No, you can't see energy.
Good. That's a do-believe. How did they discover it if they can't see it?
Thinking it up, imagining kind of. A scientist has to imagine a lot. Imagination can create some remarkable things.
That's it! I think my imagination was my father, and my mother was the joy of creating. How wonderful it is in the Garden of Children, where boys and girls can think their own thoughts whenever they like, and imagine things until they become real. What wonders you make with your mind.
Well, I do believe a good imagination is helpful, and it can rig up some extraordinary things, like music, and electricity, and ideas.
And fairies?
I guess so, for some people, but I still wish I could see a few. I guess I have to sit a while longer and do some more imagining.
Think hard, and wish, and imagine, and imagine.
Is this the one? Does he believe?
Come, little brother, let us leave.
Oh, no flexibility. What do you mean? You know we are told to wait for the queen. Does he believe?
Are you free? The sight of you is joy to me. He believes but cannot see me, and he must before she'll free me.
Tell us quickly before she arrives.
What is it like in children's lives?
Is it dreadful? Is it gay? What did you do a bright long day?
As I guessed, 'tis lovely here. Now I know there's naught to fear. I'll tell all by Brook tomorrow, when we forgot banishment sorrow. Now let's try to make him see me, or Queen Fantasia will not free me.
Hark, ho! Make way for the Queen! Her Majesty Fantasia! Make way for the Queen! Subjects speak not, only be seen.
Enough, rise. What? Is this bright, alive, and well? Success your face does surely tell. Most gracious, your majesty, hail. My efforts did not entirely fail. Does one who dreams of day's conquest?
Does he believe for laugh and jest?
He thinks we are music or tiny apparition, but cannot form a full definition. Music? Music indeed. You did, hallelujah. All must succeed. Music we are, dreamer motion. I like the lad's lovely notion. But he must see us before we're gone, or he'll forget come the dawn. Come, storm, stretch your step. Show this lad we're real enough. In your best fairy form, dance up a terrible thunderstorm. Strike up lightning, pour on hail, then he'll see us without fail.
Hallelujah, Hopscotch, I see you now.
Impudent sprite, how dare you challenge my awesome might? How dare you think a sovereign self protect this boy from herself? Now you're banished from fairy band to live here in this dreadful land forever and ever and ever and a day. Come, storm, let us forever away. Robert! What on earth are you doing out here in this weather? Please, please come in at once.
It's okay, Mother. It's okay now. I think I went to sleep and had a bad dream.
Robert, where's Hallelujah? Did you find her again?
No, Kitty, no. I don't think so.
Robert, where's Hallie? Did she get hurt in the storm? Penny, come back here. You're supposed to be in bed. David, Penny, the storm may not be over yet. It's after bedtime. Come in at once. Robert, where's Hallelujah Hopscotch?
She's okay. She's okay.
Did you see her, Robert? Did you see her? I'm here. I'm still here. Storm and the Queen are gone, but I'm still here. Did the storm hurt you, Hallelujah? Oh no, storm can never hurt me. But Queen Fantasia said... What did she say this time? She said I can't ever go back to the woods. Good, you can live with us. Or with us. Penny, you know she can't. Live with us. Can we, Mother? Can we keep her, please? May we? Maybe keep who? What? No. If you have another puppy somewhere. No more kittens and no more puppies. You know who has to look after them. But Mother, she can never go back into the woods. What will she do? Where will she live? Robert, help us.
Just a minute, I'm thinking.
But she can't live in the house though, Kitty. She said so herself. Then where? Where can a fairy live? What can we do?
Wait, I know what to do. I know where she can live.
Where? In the yard? In a tree?
In our imaginations. That's it. All fairies live in our imaginations. I imagine she protected me from a terrible storm. I saw her do it in my imagination.
Oh, could I stay there? In our imagination? Where? Will that work, Hallie? Of course it will. That's a wonderful place. Imagination is the best place of all.
Then it's all settled. Hallelujah can live in my imagination forever, and her friends can come anytime too. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, Hopscotch!